Hi, Scorpio. Welcome to your healing after a toxic relationship, or how to heal from a toxic relationship. Haven't quite decided what I'm going to call yet. Anyway, hi. Welcome. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below. This is intended to be a romantic love reading, but it certainly could resonate in other areas of your life. Also, this may be yours or your person's moon, rising, or Venus sign. All right, Scorpio. What do we got here? Scorpio. Queen of Cups, that could be Cancerian. Seven of Swords. King of Swords, that could be Gemini. Sun, that could be Leo. The World. Queen of Pentacles. Knight of Wands. So this could be Capricorn, Leo, Gemini, Cancerian. Okay, let's do this. All right. So you've got issues with being able to trust your person, or thinking that your person is all in. For the Scorpios that I'm reading for, you've got someone that still you feel like isn't all in. Like you're like, what's the hold up here? Well, obviously the whole world's on fire. So I mean, you know, Ronageddon and all that. There's that. But this is a dynamic present before Ronageddon. So if they're saying, well, we can't get to each other, that's at this point for you two, this would be an excuse. But this is talking about after the fact. So this is about hindsight, right? So this was someone that you just didn't feel like you could rely on or trust, that they were all in. You were always kind of having to wait or were unsure. It was this stutter step or stop start energy. What's this Seven of Swords about? This Seven of Swords. The World. Okay. What's this King of Swords about? Could be Gemini. What's this King of Swords? Ace of Wands. What's this Sun card about? Seven of Wands. What's this World card about? So we got the World twice here. What's this World card about? Hierophant. It could be Taurus. Doesn't have to be. Just interesting. So this is someone that kind of would rather keep things in the new stage because they don't trust that they could ever go the distance with anybody. Like, are they insecure? Or what's this Queen of Pentacles? King of Wands. Could be Sagittarius. It doesn't have to be male or female, but... All right. Oh, you're going to get mad at me. Okay. So here's the thing. You've been waiting for your partner to be all in, and with good reason, because you've got someone that doesn't trust that they would be worth it or enough for someone. This is someone that feels like they're inadequate or they're not enough. They're much better with kind of keeping things in the beginning stages and kind of keeping things like where they're either just out of reach or things are really dynamic and it's kind of just, you know, you two are friends with benefits, that type of thing, because they don't like the monotony and settling in with someone because they're afraid that they can't keep up the partnership. Like, they don't have what it takes to maintain a partnership over time. They don't like the dust settling. They don't want the dust to settle. What's this Knight of Wands here? Five of Swords. So this is someone that will always kind of keep just out of arm's reach because they don't, it comes from feeling like inadequacy. Like they just don't think, maybe they've seen too many divorces in their childhood or something, but they just don't think that commitment and settling down is for them. This could be someone that was cheated on, that feels like, I don't think I can ever trust anybody again. For right now, they've seen too much of that in their lives. It happened to them. It really left a mark on them. So this isn't anything you did to them. This is their own issues. So as far as you, this is about you. For as much as they offered resistance, you did your level best to combat that for them and tell them, hey, no, you know what? You can trust me. I'm not going to cheat on you. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that. And they're like, yeah, not interested in that. Because I don't want to have to, I'm going to say man up, but it could be woman up, whatever. I don't want to have to rise up to that. I want to kind of hide behind this insecurity that, well, you're going to cheat on me, or I'm not cut out to go the distance. I don't think I can be faithful, or I've been cheated on, and you're like, no, you know what? I'm not going to cheat on you. We're good. I don't cheat on people. And they're like, well, I just don't think. It's excuse after excuse after excuse. So no matter what they threw at you, you kind of did your level best to be like, hey, I got an answer for it. We got this. Gonna work it out. I'm different. I'm good. You got a Scorpio. Come on. And they're just like, well, and you're like, are you kidding me? If anybody's gonna be straight with you, or at least like mean what they say and go the distance, it's a Scorpio. And so they don't get that. They don't see it that way. They're just gonna give you excuse after excuse after excuse. And consider, you're gonna get mad at me. This is the part where you get mad at me. Consider that you were trying to convince them that everything's going to be okay. I'll sort it all out. It'll be fine. So that they could be finally up and running for the relationship and partner that you wanted. That you didn't take them at face value. That you kept trying to fix them to get all of their drama and insecurity out of the way so that they could finally be present for the person that you wanted them to be. They didn't meet you like that. You thought you could kind of change or grow them into that with your can-do attitude, because you are a fixer and you're a solver, and I mean, you're a Scorpio, let's be honest. So if anybody can, you can, right? Phoenix from the ashes. It didn't matter though. And it doesn't matter because people are who they are. Well, no, I shouldn't say it doesn't matter. But for this situation, you can't fix this because you didn't break it. You didn't break this person's heart. They came to you with this issue of not wanting to commit because deep down, either they've been cheated on or they just don't believe in conventional commitment. They don't need that fixed. They don't want that fixed. Shame on them for telling you that they want it fixed, or, well, I'm just insecure about this. Holy cow. That's like challenge accepted. Because you're like, oh, I'll make you feel secure. It's fine. That's not what they were saying. And it's funny because when, it's not funny, but when people tell you who they are, believe them, right? So someone going, well, I'm insecure and I don't think that conventional commitment is for me. You're like, challenge accepted. And here's what I have a problem with. Instead of them correcting you and going, no, you're not hearing me. I will never commit to you. I will always hide behind that excuse because that will always keep you, that will always keep you working on me. That will always keep you invested in changing my mind about this because, I've been hurt and I just don't know. Oh my God. Well, that's like, oh, we can fix that, right? They're counting on that. That's the problem I have with this. This isn't someone that goes, no, you're not hearing me. I will always have a problem with trust and connection and commitment because I don't want to fix that. That I'm telling you that's my thing. But they let you believe that it's something that you could fix or change their mind about or work on with them. And now here we are with you going, what the junk happened? And I did everything that could possibly have been done to make you feel at ease in this connection or to fix it or to fix you. And you're still walking away from it. You're still saying, well, I just don't want to get too serious right now. I've got to, And now in hindsight, it's like, oh, you really meant it when you said I have trust issues or I don't think I can commit or I've been let down by commitment before, so I have a real problem with that. That wasn't you being vulnerable with me and sharing with me and wanting help with something. That was you telling me, I have no intention of changing this. I like being itinerant. I like having multiple partners. I like being able to have me first all the time. Okay, so, wow. So now, and the part that I also have a problem with, Scorpio, is that there's something very bonding and endearing when you show up to help somebody. And you do it very well among the signs that, you know, you're one of them that will show up and help someone. And so there's an incredible bonding experience that takes place when you show up to help someone selflessly and you try to help them phoenix out of those ashes, right? This feels like this person capitalized on that. That they took advantage of your good nature and your charity. And they didn't correct you when you made the assumption that this, as soon as you helped them with their emotional issue about this, that you two could be a couple. They never told you that they don't plan on this changing. And so there's this bonding experience that happened and this emotional connection for you with them, thinking that what you were doing was eventually going to get this person to the place you wanted them so that they could in turn be emotionally available for you. And you're all bonded and you've gone through this together and you've really helped this person. And then you keep having the same issues and nothing's changing. Why? Because they don't want it to change. They don't want to be fixed. And this is the point where you realize that and you're just like, oh my gosh, you took advantage of me. You took advantage of my generous, good nature, my loyal nature, my forgiving, my trying to help you nature. And so this can-do attitude that you have, like, I'll fix it, we got this, needs to be transmuted to, looking out for me too now. Consider also that for the Scorpios that I'm reading for, this dynamic has to do with somebody that, like I said before, you need someone, for the Scorpios I'm reading for. I'm going to say that again. For the Scorpios I'm reading for, that means it doesn't apply. If it doesn't apply to you, it doesn't. So don't think that I'm saying as an overall statement that, well, you're kind of needy or clingy. I'm not. But for this dynamic, somehow it might have gotten worked in to where this is about you finding someone, thinking that, okay, that's the person, and then come hell or high water, sticking with that person because you have an end goal in mind, that you've attached some kind of outcome or security to that person, and in your mind you think only that person can provide that for you, so you're going to stay the course no matter what befalls, what happens, what they say or do, you're going to fix it, work with it, and change it, and make them better, and make you two better. Yeah. And you can't. You are just fine under yourself, and that energy that you have, that transformative energy, needs to be invested first in yourself, but needs to be safeguarded. Because a lot of people can take advantage of that good nature and leave you depleted. And you deserve somebody that's going to work with that and support that about you and see that generosity and be like, you know what, this person is a national treasure and they need to be protected at all costs. That's the kind of person that you want. Because of how intense and how fierce you are, you need someone that respects that. Instead of takes advantage of it and goes, well, I never said I wanted you to fix me. I told you in the beginning that I was afraid of commitment and I didn't think I could ever be faithful. You see what just happened there is that they used your good nature against you. It's like, yeah, well, you never bothered to correct me either. So, you know, my good nature or my generosity, my kindness was taken advantage of here. That's what's going on here. So this, if you're still thinking that you can kind of transmute this person's view of things, you can't. And don't, because that's what got you here in the first place watching this video. Is like, how do I get over this? Oh, so there's still a chance? No, there's not. This person doesn't want to change, and it's not challenge accepted. It's, okay, gotcha. Thank you for letting me know. Wish I would have listened to you sooner. Because this isn't someone that wanted help in changing their mindset. They just wanted you to know what you were dealing with so they could still screw around. Wish they would have made that clear, though. That would have been real nice, wouldn't it? So if you've got any kind of illusions about this really being over, it is over, and you need to make that final decision because you're dealing with someone that's going to be on the move constantly. It's not that they can't commit, they're not interested in changing their perspective about committing. And it's a shame because there was a time where they had you convinced that you were kind of healing them, or they were working on it, or they were starting to see that maybe this could work, and maybe... That's annoying. All right, oops, I got the wrong deck. Okay, all right. All right, what else for Scorpio? What else for Scorpio? I had a friend one time. Okay, so this is a magician. I had a friend one time. Okay, so, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's so harsh. Like, how could you? But, you know, looking back, and this was a while ago, but, oh gosh, it was so uncomfortable. We were we were at work, and there was a coworker, and she was having a really tough time, and I can't remember how it came up, but she said something like, well, I don't date well, or I'm not very good at dating, or this or that. And my friend blurts out, well, then why do you do it? And it was like, oh my God, you can't say, like, what? You can't say that. But at the same time, she wasn't wrong, because, you know, and here's this person probably looking for comfort and like, no, it's fine. You just haven't met the right person, or just a little leg up, just a little encouragement. And here's my friend, you know, abrasive and blunt, not wrong, but still time and place, whatever. Okay. It's kind of like this right here. It's like taking what someone says at face value. So when they say, well, I just don't think I can commit. I don't know. I've had my heart broken, and instead of going, oh, okay, got it. Thanks for telling me you're not ready. Appreciate it. A lot of times people like myself, when that woman said, well, I'm not very good at dating, or I was like, oh, it's fine. We'll just, you know what, we can set you up with someone else, you know, wanting to go in there and help. And here's my other friend. Well, then why do you do it? Why do you come in here with the same sob story every Monday? And it's like, oh my God. Kind of like this. This person tells you, well, I'm not really good with commitment. I can't. And I don't like that, again, and I know I'm belaboring this a lot, but I want to drive it home here, that what you thought you heard, they took advantage of that. Of you saying, or them saying that they're kind of like, I just don't know, and I'm incapable, I need help. You heard, I need help. You heard, you know, I wish I could, I feel inadequate, I wish there was some way I could be restored. And you're like, yes, that's how you got here. And this is about not needing to kind of go through that whole metamorphosis with someone, to have them be there. You can meet someone where they're at. You don't have to change them. You don't have to be a part of their metamorphosis for you two to be bonded, for you two to be that partnership. You don't have to kind of be in on the ground up. You can meet somebody without having changed them, and see if they are worth your time and investment. You can give it time to see if they are who they say they are, and go day to day to day. You don't have to be a part of this transformative experience with someone. You can meet someone whole and unto themselves and their own thing, without having had a hand in changing them or getting them to where they were. So for some of you, this is about you not needing to lock someone in either. Do you know what I mean? Like, how do you heal from this? You let someone be who they are without trying to change them into something you need them or want them to be for your self down the road, for your relationship, for your desires down the road. Do you know what I mean? Because this right here bit you in the butt. Because this is someone that let you believe that you could help them when they really didn't want their mind changed. And now you're like, wait, what? And so this is getting kind of taken advantage of. And that's, you know, so time to pull back and focus on self-care and not invest in this anymore. You can't fix this, nor should you. This person told you and showed you who they were. They have been all along. It's time to cut that off and let them go, and you do you. And this is you needing to see and understand the ending for what it is. There was a half-life to this always. This is someone that was always halfway in and halfway out the door. Always. And what you thought was waiting for them to come around was really them just kind of riding things out and waiting until it got to be too much, until they had to say, well, remember I told you that I just didn't think I could commit. What a waste. This is about you seeing this clearly, and realizing that this wasn't about you. You didn't break this. You believed in something and had faith in something, and someone kind of took advantage of your generous nature, but you know better now. And no more continuing this. No more sob stories, or not telling you you know, whatever. You can't trust what this person says now. So it's gotten transmuted from someone saying that they're working on things and they just don't know, and you're waiting and you're giving time, to being like, okay, I'm pulling out my investment here. I'm like pulling back, and this is about me manifesting anew. I'm not dealing with somebody that's going to be like shady and mince words, and I'm going to put my energy into manifesting a new partnership for me, one where I'm valued emotionally and my generous nature is respected and protected. What else for Scorpio? Take the lead. I like it. So we got this right here, this right here. Magician, and then this stag spirit. Take the lead, as you should, which is what you did here, because that's who you are, because you're generous and you're, you know, transformative, and you'll fiercely loyal and go to the mat for anybody. And this person doesn't get that from you anymore. They don't get to, because they don't deserve it. They can go on and do their thing, and you can manifest anew and wait for somebody who's going to respect that and protect that energy about you. That beautiful, transformative, intensely loyal, creative, passionate energy. Time to pull back. You don't need, your security does not rely on somebody like that. That you kind of thought you could help from the ground up. You don't need that bonding experience with them. Because it's almost like then you have a hand in their manifestation, and so in some weird, strange way, they're kind of like obligated, or they're connected to you somehow. That gets weird and cloudy. That gets real weird, because then people can't live up to the expectations. You know what I mean? So this is about meeting someone whole, meeting someone that knows what they want, and what they want is you. And you don't have a hand in controlling that. They get to pick and decide. You don't have to manage that for them. You don't have to kind of help them figure that out. This is you being you, staying in your own lane. Understanding this fully and seeing it for what it is and the dynamics, so that you don't recreate it, so that when you have this intense emotionally bonding experience with someone again, it's based on who you are as a whole person and who they are presenting to you honestly, and seeing it for what it is. So this is you understanding what the heck's going on and manifesting anew because of it. Pulling back from this person. No more talking, no more investing. Shifting gears. Realizing that, yeah, well, you know. I'm over talking. I'm over talking this. I'm talking this way too much. All right, shutting up. Okay, all right. Thank you, Scorpio, for stopping by. I didn't mean to beat you over the head with this, but I wanted you to understand, like, how, like, you know what I mean? Like, how, like, help me, help you, help me, help you, help me, help you. That type of thing. Like, how kind of intertwined this was. Yeah. I hope to see you in the next reading. I thank you for stopping by. I hope this was helpful. I really do. It's not about minutia. I wanted you to understand what was, at least for the Scorpios I'm reading for, what was showing on, what was going on here. Okay. You have a good month. Stay safe. Hope you're with family and loved ones. Love and support to you. You take care.